Black don't crack. Let's talk about it. I will often hear things like, boy, you look good. You're 50. What? Boy, that's crazy. That you don't look like you've been aging at all. I tell you what, black don't crack. I've always found that to be very interesting. What's interesting is that prominent studies have shown that racism actually ages you. You heard me. Racism ages you. It activates the same part of your brain as stress. So when you are racist and when you're engaging in racist behavior, it activates that part of the brain that signals that there is stress happening. So you are constantly racist. You're constantly walking out acts of racism. Your body is constantly feeling like it is stressed out, which is why you're aging the way that you're aging. Interesting, isn't it? Here's what I find to be more interesting. You're going to hear people say that black people are probably just as racist as anyone else. That's amazing to me. That would be like a person who's being physically abused and then responding to the physical abuse and having your abuser say that you are a physical abuser as well. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? Yeah. So when black people are responding to racism, it doesn't make them racist, which is why black don't crack, because we're not engaged in racism. What we're engaged in is responding to racism. So we are a responder and not a racist. So to all of our folks out there who are engaged in racist behavior, who are engaged in constant racism, that's probably the reason why you look the way you look and why I look as beautiful as I look. Because I'm not racist. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to have my family live its life. I am a man that goes out and helps all of humanity. And while I see color, that part doesn't matter to me. What matters is character, not color. And unfortunately to you, color means more than character, which is why you live the way you live. And the reason why you look the way you look. You're aging like cheese. So knock it off, because it's not just hurting me, it's hurting you way more. And remember, black don't crack for a reason. And that reason is a lack of racism.
Hello, amazing people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandovas, and in today's edition, we'll be talking about black don't crack. So if it's your first time of coming here, please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, turn on the notification bell, and as well, drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget this video is for educational purposes and not to lash on anyone. Credit belongs to the owners of the clips and stitches that will be attached to this video. With that being said, let's dive into it.
GPS is a black woman. 3D imaging is a black woman. Laser eye surgery is a black woman. Escalators a black inventor. Elevators a black inventor. The roller coaster is Granville T. Woods. Roller coaster, everything.
Internet, the cell phone.
The cell phone. I was just watching the thing on the cell phone. Our video games is Jerry Lawson in Silicon Valley. They try not to mention him, but he's the reason why we have Xbox, Atari. He did the first, before Atari, the F1 series. Jerry Lawson, a black dude who invented home videos, sanitary napkins. It's a woman. Our ADT, our security system, is a black woman in Queens, Mary Van Brighton. In 1966, she invented the home security. You're talking about open heart surgery, Daniel Hale. Plasma, Charles Drew. We can keep going. Surgical equipment, black people inventing, just constantly inventing, and they took everything and lied. But now things are coming into the light with all these black inventors, and black people are still thriving. Black women have the highest degrees in America. Highest degrees in America. These are the same women that were operated on with no anesthesia on their vaginas by that Dr. Mims guy who they just took down his statue in New York. These are black slave girls raped, but they're #1 in academics. Black people invented hockey in 1895 in Nova Scotia, 22 years before the NHL. There's a book called Black Ice. You can see it. The atrocities that African Americans have been through, I'm surprised we are this peaceful. They used to make black people laugh in barrels in certain towns because they were too loud. So they go, you got to laugh in the barrel. Everybody around the world copies African Americans.
Okay, they say black don't crack. I want to test that theory. How old am I? Don't go to my page. Don't cheat. Just answer the question. How old am I? Okay, because he waved at me, he now has to guess my age. How old am I?
26.
He said, all right, y'all, we're going into Einstein Bagels. Let's see if they can guess my age. Thank you. How are you? Before I order, I have a question for you. How old am I? Probably 25. 25? Okay, I'll take that. She said 25, guys. All right, y'all, I got another guy. How old am I?
So hard to tell. 30. Let's say in the 30s. Am I gonna be wrong?
30 what?
34.
34? Nope.
Okay.
I look good.
So
I
we
look
finna
good.
see
On my mama.
who's
I
finna
look
get
good. I
older.
look good.
And
Look.
black don't
Black
crack.
don't crack at all. What the fuck? Look, I'm in 2073. And I still look good.
And you look like the Grinch.
You thought that shit was funny?
Look. Ooh.
Oh no, I look good for
You look like the
Girl,
Grinch.
it's 2073, girl. We almost
You
hit
look
another
like
damn
the Grinch, Mom.
You think that shit
Look
funny?
at your eyes.
Do you think that shit is funny?
You look like somebody's grandma.
What the fuck? Huh?
You look like somebody's grandma.
No, I don't.
Look.
I look fucking good.
It ain't going no more.
On my mama.
Oh, baby. Come here, baby.
Yeah, baby. That Caucasian you got mixed in you, baby, is starting to show. Shit, black look good compared to what I just fucking seen. Yes, sir. Stop that shit.
Baby, come right in my snuff.
Damn! What the fuck? You starting to look like your daddy, girl. Me and your grandma.
The reason black people, part of it why they don't age, in America we say black don't crack. You'll see like women are 65, look great. They got a lot of melanin in the skin and sun damage messes people up. You know, Sweden has the most beautiful younger women, but a lot of times when they're older, I'm like, what the fuck happened? And they go all summer to Greece with their pale skin and they're like, I'm like, don't do it. At least don't do that on the face, please.
When women get to be at our time of life,
What do you mean our time of life? You don't know how old I am. You forget. You people don't never know how old we are. That kills you, don't it?
How old do you think Corinne Jean-Pierre is? Well, that's a good question. Well, they say black don't crack, so she's got to be on the young side. Early 30s, how about a 32? She's 48? Corinne Jean-Pierre is 48 years old. She is older than me. God, that is embarrassing because I always think of her as a child. In some ways, as much as I criticize her, I'm always like, I don't want to be so critical of her because it's like she just got out of college. She's 48 years. Man, black don't crack. Good for her. Good for her.
I'm a lot older than I look. You know, I'm black, so you'll never know. That's my black girl magic, huh? Ageless. Yeah.
Opening TikTok to see that there are white women having a contest with black women on who looks better in their 50s. You can't make it up. I mean, we've all heard the phrase black don't crack, right? It's freaking real. I don't get it. Leave the black ladies alone. They're just, in my opinion, better at everything. I'm 59.
You know, it's easy to look good when you're in your 20s, your 30s, maybe even in your 40s. But the real flex is pulling that off when you're in your 50s. But the dopest flex is when the 30s and the 40s are being compared to the 50 and 60-year-olds. Amen. But the dopest flex is when you can still pull in the granddaddy, the daddy, and the grandson. Yeah. So, who's really winning?
Black Don't Crack is an African American expression celebrating the way many black people tend to age gracefully, maintaining youthful skin and vibrance. So this is far longer than societal expectations predict. So at its surface, it's a compliment about appearance, but underneath, it's also a statement of pride, resilience, and identity. So it reminds the world that despite hardship, systemic racism, and centuries of struggle, black people still shine physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Yeah, there's truth in the saying, talking about dermatological studies. It shows that melanin, which is a natural pigment that gives darker skin its color, provides a level of protection against sun damage and aging. So melanin acts as a natural shield, slowing down the process of wrinkle, fine lines, and sunspots caused by ultraviolet radiation. So Black Don't Crack isn't just a cultural poetry, it has biological credibility. And the skin's richness in pigment helps preserve youthfulness, glow, and elasticity longer. Yeah, if you believe, say yeah in the comment section. But Black Don't Crack goes beyond the skin color. It symbolizes the inner strength and resilience of black people. It says, you can try to break me, but I won't crack. That's what it says. It's a phrase of survival. It's a phrase of communities that face slavery, segregation, colonization, and even modern discrimination, yet continue to stand tall, very proud and radiant. So the phrase becomes a mirror of cultural durability, the idea that beauty, strength, and pride are not easily destroyed by time or adversity. In a world where Eurocentric beauty standard once dominated, Blacks Don't Crack flips the narrative. It tells young black women, even young black men, that you are beautiful and handsome. It celebrates natural features, dark skin textures, hair, curves, full lips as timeless beauty. It reclaims beauty from emergence and black to spotlight where it belongs, naturally. So spiritually, Black Don't Crack can also mean that black souls do not crumble, despite the pain, loss, or pressure. Black people have learned to find joy, humor, reading, arts, and survival, from spiritual to jazz, hip hop to gospel, storytelling to laughter. And these are all proofs that black spirits bends but do not break. So the glow that refuses to fade isn't just a natural, isn't just a normal one. It's a divine light that burns from endurance and grace. So today, Black Don't Crack is used with pride on social medias, in beauty campaigns, and in everyday conversation. So often paired with photos showing radiant, youthful faces that defy age. But it's more than vanity. It's a communal affirmation. It's a collective wing that says, we have been through a lot, but look at us. We're still standing. We're still shining. We're still flawless. And its beauty is a form of quiet rebellion. So my final reflection on this is that Black Don't Crack is both truth and metaphor, science and spirit, pride and poetry, and is a tribute to melanin, resilience, on self-love. And it reminds the world that the brilliance of blackness and skin and culture and endurance is ageless, I beg your pardon, but skin may be smooth, but the meaning runs deep. Time may move, but the glow remains, because black do not just crack. It shines and it endures and inspires. Let me have your thought in the comment section concerning Black Don't Crack. Don't forget, this video is for educational purposes and not to lash on anyone. If it's your first time of coming to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, like, share, turn on the notification bell, and drop your comments in the comment section. The credit belongs to the owners of the clips and stitches that have been attached to this video. For now, I'll say peace and love. I love you all until my next one. Bye for now.